I'm always a professional.
We're almost set up. See if you can't get that security network running, Mako.
Sure thing, Braden. We'll be... hey now.
Indeed. The main attraction has arrived. Team, this is the man we're pinning all our hopes on. Best shot I've ever seen and nerves of steel. He's great hunt material, all right. What do you say, Hunter? Ready to meet your team?
My team. I like the sound of that.
Get used to the idea. To win the Great Hunt, you'll need support, structure, and intel. Let's do things official-like. This is Mako, a little genius I picked up years ago in Nar Shaddaa. She provides intel and tech.
Hope you're as good as the old man says.
And the big bruiser is Jory. He handles the heavy lifting and provides security for our base of operations.
Atungi ma chechu. I kutsig ng kihe.
Cute girls and big guns. I'm sold.
All right, enough introductions. Down to business. We're here because the Great Hunt has been called. Little Mako is the most rabid fan of hunter history this side of Geonosis, and even she doesn't know exactly what the Great Hunt entails.
I do know the names of every great hunt winner, though. Bloodworthy, the Defenestrator, Jewel and Nightbringer.
Every bounty hunter who's won a great hunt went on to massive glory and riches, which is why we're here.
What's our first move?
Here's what I know so far. The Great Hunt has two groups, the Mandalorian Elite and freelance bounty hunters sponsored by influential crime lords. There's no time to make you a Mandalorian. That means you need a sponsor.
Nemro the Hutt runs this stinking little town. I've got just enough pull with that gangster to get you an introduction. Mako, scan for every bounty in the area. I want the nastiest, most brutal, untouchable scum you can find.
I'm on it, Brayden. One nasty character coming up.
We need to get you situated as a big-time hunter, at least as far as the locals know. Then we contact Nemro. Mako will plant rumors about your off-world exploits. But you have to take down someone impressive and local to sell the reputation.
You find a target, and I'll take it down hard.
How's that scan coming, Mako?
Found something. Check this out. Vex Corellian, champion quick-draw artist, wanted for robbing 15 Imperial military pay stations.
Togawata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko.
Perfect. This Vex is either a madman or a glory hound, and he's obviously dangerous.
Says here Vex has a safe house in the bad part of town, right in the heart of the madness. That'll be fun.
Nemro the Hutt's enemy took over part of this town. It's dangerous poking around in there, but it's your best shot. Raid Vex's safe house and look for something that might help us track him down, but be ready for anything.
Excuse me, but I have a safe house to shoot up.
Be safe out there.
I'll listen, for now.
Kuya babota duwana wankis nemo. Boya tukaganga. Na juba nidori. Na 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 tota. Daita wana wana. Konchuta. Kasu yali koira. Togandi kom.
I suppose I can do that.
I'm just saying I want to go on some missions. My blaster aim is pretty good. Anything's better than sitting around with you in our gear. No offense, big guy.
Wana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske.
Hey, look who's back. How'd it go out there, hotshot? Find anything?
Vex left a data pad at his safe house.
Great, give it over and I'll see what I can make of it.
Uchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi.
What were you two doing while I was gone?
The same as me. Taking care of all the boring details so you don't have to.
Hey, Brayden. How was Nemro's palace? We getting our hunter in to see this hut?
I've laid the groundwork, but we're not there yet. What have you got?
A data pad from Vex's safe house. Cracked the encryption in record time. Check out that last entry.
Our boy Vex keeps detailed records. There's a receipt here for a shuttle ticket he bought today. We'll have to move fast. Only the boldest make it into the Great Hunt. And Vex is a bold target. He's a champion gunslinger, completely ruthless. What do you say, Hunter? You ready to take down Vex all by yourself?
I'm always ready.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. If you head out now, you'll catch Vex at the shuttle port before he escapes. Bring back Vex's ID tags as proof that you're the one who got him. Anything else he carries is yours to keep.
O kakiza spida perupa. Gadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Excuse me, stranger. I don't mean to be overly familiar, but I think you're just the kind of person who can help me. My coward of a husband has taken my son, and I need someone with the wit and muscle to bring him back.
Why would your husband take your son?
Because he's both a coward and a fool. My son is gifted. Do you understand me? Gifted in the Force. He has the ability to train on Korriban and become Sith. My husband trained on Korriban. He had his chance at glory, but failed. And now he runs errands for a slimy Hutt. I will not have my son do the same. Please, you must help me.
What's in it for me?
I'm not wealthy, but I'd give everything I have for my son.
Now you're speaking my language.
Good. I knew I'd find somebody sensible eventually. He took my son to the shuttle port. A comm officer there who owed me a favor contacted me when they showed up. Be careful. My husband may not be willing to walk away peacefully.
Hey, you're Brayden's boy, right? You got a minute to talk shop?
Not a lot of time for chit-chat. What's on your mind?
My partner Zinni and I train and supply bounty hunters. Got a little area to test out new gear, the whole bit. You want to really impress Brayden? Go let Zinni show you what she knows.
Use my tricks, you'll get the big bounties and the fat pay. Good hunting out there.
You're the one Gianna recruited to rescue her son. She said you were on your way. Look, I'll point out her husband, but that's it. He seems jumpy, and I'm not risking my neck.
Where's the man and the kid?
Hey, Kendrell, somebody wants to talk to you.
Do I know you? What do you want with me?
I'm here to take your son back so your wife can send him to Korriban.
My wife is so determined for our son to become Sith that she hires a bully to threaten me. I was once an acolyte at the Academy on Korriban. There's no failure at the Sith Academy. Those who can't cut it die. I got wise and fled before they could kill me, and I'll die before I see my son eaten alive by those Sith dogs. Let me take my son and flee. Tell my wife that you persuaded me, and we took the shuttle to Korriban. She won't know any different.
Your son's going to Korriban, and there's nothing you can do to change that.
Ah! Damn it all.
Dad!
Get back to your mother. Forget what you saw here, okay?
I'll go home now.
That was... Never mind. Not my business.
What's this? A lawman of sorts? Never thought I'd see the day dashing Vex would get cornered by a brute enforcer.
I'm not sure dashing is the word you're looking for.
Ha! But I know something you don't. Vex is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill thug. Oh, no. Vex is the galaxy's greatest quick-draw artist. Vex can shoot your ears off so fast you won't even hear yourself scream.
Show me.
Ah! Cheater! Ah! Ah!
Thank you for returning my son to me. I don't know what became of my husband, and I don't much care. Soon Zayam will be on the shuttle to Korriban. You did what was needed.
We better settle up.
Here's your reward, as promised. Zayam may hate me for getting his father killed, but I hear hate and grief make for a fine Sith.
Hey, old-timers, I'm... Jory. Brayden! What happened? Is the old man...
Somebody's gonna pay for this.
No. The old man's really dead. But he... Oh, damn it! Wait, you had something to do with this.
If I did, you'd be dead too.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It's just... I've been with Brayden for years. I know you didn't have any reason to hurt him. And I just can't believe he's gone.
There must be some way to find out what happened.
You're right, there is. Jory and I set up surveillance gear all over this room. Whatever happened here should have been recorded. Fire up that monitor. Let's figure out who did this. Blasted, someone's tampered with the recording. I can still get some of it, though. Here we go.
Move and you're dead. Now if you know what's good for you, you're gonna back out nice and slow.
Oh, I know precisely what's good for me. Winning the Great Hunt won't merely be good. It will be splendid. When I win, the entire galaxy will know the name Taro Blood. And I'll charge extravagant fees for my services, won't I, Seddon?
The highest in the galaxy. Only the filthy rich will be able to afford you.
Taro Blood. I've heard of you. Nearly got crippled by the other Mandalorians at the Great Hunt 10 years back.
Ah, yes, that. An unfortunate bit of history. This time, I plan to win. Of course, that will be simpler if my competition doesn't include rivals beyond my fellow Mandalorians. The Twi'lek Vibroblade Master from Ord Mantell? Gone. The Chiss droid builder fond of explosives? Gone. That just leaves your protege to remove.
Hutta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kum.
You misunderstand. The rules forbid killing competitors before the allotted hour. Thus, the promising up-and-comers I mentioned are very much alive. I simply eliminated them as threats. And how does one slow a charging Gundark, Seddon?
Blast his legs out from under him.
Destroy the upstart's so-called crew. I'll be outside, innocently unaware.
Jory, shoot to kill!
Too late, old man.
That scum. He didn't even have the guts to kill them himself. He had his lackeys do it. Coward. The big mouth running the show claimed he was Taro Blood. He's a big shot even for a Mandalorian. When he started out, Taro Blood was major news. Rumor says everyone united against him when he tried the Great Hunt.
This time he's stacking the deck in his favor.
If what he said was true, he's already nicked some other competitors. Taro Blood barely survived elimination from the Great Hunt last time. He was out on his back for years. Major squash, you know? If Blood's determined to win the Great Hunt, our best bet of catching up to him is getting you in that competition.
I'm here to win the Great Hunt. That hasn't changed.
The thing is, Braden spent all our credits getting us here. We're stuck on this stupid planet. Nemro the Hutt is the only boss with enough clout to sponsor you for the Great Hunt. We need him more than ever. If nobody knows Braden is dead, I should be able to get you a meeting with Nemro. This'll take every favor I can call in, and I'll need the tags from your bounty. Should be enough for 2 burials.
That should cover it.
I'll do something nice for them. At least as nice as I can manage on this cesspool of a planet. I did everything I could to build your reputation, but now, you'll have to make an even bigger impression. Nemro's enemies are all over town. Take out some leaders before you visit the palace, and you'll score points with the Hutt.
Look, boss, little tiny man come to beg for mighty Nemro's attention. Ikunamo, upanjoralipa istingo o. Rondika ba, Kyoto ba, pupanda baka mursanita.
I'm honored to be in your presence, Great Hut.
Kilikali koka. Chiliska tananga ime chaicho, ronchika. Ugli yoga. Chesko bakuta giska, takaya oska. Gadwachine boiga, anolio opa kisa spina perupa.
I can handle anything you throw at me, you overgrown slug.
Kapatonga, chisa bijawongi chikatoko. Cha porco udmangisa, mitisa rota kopara. Kumba jiji, kuoting, noli makichisa. Ninga kituita, nimo tanuv ayola, tankwe kuta. O wawawanga, tuske warawa, tablota wijawa.
If there's money in it, I'll take any target.
Unaguta nikmichawa wermo. Putula musta, wobrani tampio, tupushi wompa. Boka, tektalia shnek krula, woska kwapot nuta.
Head on floor. Got it.
Sayadumbi no avadikuna. Chido nigdidogi. Be careful, little bounty hunter. Hutt's bane once blasted into other palace, killed pile of captains, murdered a mighty Hutt.
You? Yes? Oh, yes! Oh, saved, of course! Nemro the Bounteous takes me from the swamp, yes? He gives me a new name, new job. He makes me Morsel, the administrator. Nemro orders me to keep work camp enforcers in line, but they hired to bully Evil Kai. They laugh at me.
Just tell me who you need dead and how much it's worth to you.
Enforcers hard to hire, harder to keep, so they think they can do as they please, but we can't kill them. Go to work camp, wave your gun in Chief Enforcer's face, make him see Morsel no one to laugh at. And I have stack of credits for you.
I hear you giving Morsel a hard time. That you don't respect Nemro's authority.
What? Who you... Oh, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Me and the boys were just having some fun. We didn't think... You're not gonna kill me, are you?
If I have to come back out here, it'll be the last time.
You are not gonna have to come back at her again, boss. I guarantee it. We won't give Morsel a hard time anymore. Won't even laugh at his name. Swear.
Shoo-hi, stranger. That's Evokai native speak for hello. Don't get a lot of visitors here who aren't backward savages. You come to the work camp looking for laborers?
Tell me about this work camp. Who runs it?
Nobody, really. The Hutts gave the Evokai some land to keep them quiet. The catch is, they're expected to work for it. My name's Varsunta, by the way. I deal salvage to the Evokai. Smelly work, but profitable. Most Evokai are decent, though not too bright. Like my little helper here. Say hello, Imat.
Welcome to Varsunta's many treasures. Do you know the Black Death who slaughters my people?
Imat, I keep telling you, not every off-worlder knows the Black Death. Oh, ignore him, stranger. This isn't your problem.
This Black Death, is it a man or a beast?
A man. Man, that's not his real name. Evokai call him that because he wears black when he hunts them.
The Black Death kills my people for sport. Butchers women and children.
He started out hunting hostile Evokai in the swamps, but now he's killing ones from the work camp. Having the time of his life. Keeps their ears and teeth as trophies. If this slaughter keeps up, I might have to get a real job. You know, I'll bet someone like you could convince this guy to quit. I'd sure make it worth your while.
I'll put him out of business.
Fantastic! You just might save my business. You're looking for a vehicle out in the swamps, surrounded by security droids. This Black Death guy doesn't like visitors. You'll probably want to do something about his droids before you try talking to him. Good luck.
Nemro found someone with no morals to destroy my village. Are you proud of yourself? Filthy murderer! Will you butcher all the women and children as well?
Nobody else needs to die but you, Hutsbane.
There is no reason to kill Hutsbane. The Hutts would slaughter us like criminals, when it is they who have taken what is not theirs.
Yes. This planet was home for Evokai long before the Hutts came.
You are a warrior. You must understand why we fight for our birthright.
If you got a pitch, hurry up and make it.
You see, Hutsbane? Not all outsiders bow before the Hutts. You are here for Hutsbane's head. But Nemro does not know one Evokai from another. Dead warriors' heads all look alike to him.
You would desecrate our dead and give it to this? To an outsider?
Honestly, I'd rather just kill everyone here.
Come and fall under my blades.
Warriors, rally to Hutsbane!
Hey, it's Mako. Got some information for you.
Did you find out more about the Great Hunt or Braden's killer?
That and more. I've been a busy girl. The man who killed Braden really was Taro Blood, a big shot from Alderaan. After he washed out of the last Great Hunt, Taro spent years building up support with the Mandalorians. The Great Hunt is a Mandalorian tradition. Entry rules are different for their people. Since Taro's a Mandalorian, he competes with them to enter. Now, he's buying off the other Mandalorians so they don't gang up on him again.
I'll avenge Braden, no matter who I have to go through.
That's what I like to hear. For now, concentrate on impressing Nemro. His sponsorship is your only chance of getting close to Taro Blood. Oh, and one more thing. While I was out taking care of saying goodbye to Braden and Jory, I caught someone following me. He was dressed like some off-world tribesman, tall, wore a white bone mask, like a death's head.
This fella try to come after you?
No, but he could tell I spotted him. Anyway, eyes open. Go show that Hutt who's the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Stop this nonsense at once. What do you think you're doing, blasting my droids? I'm a senior administrator of Zerka Corporation.
You're a hard man to get a hold of. Black Death.
Black Death? What are you talking about? I demand to know why you're disturbing my hunting trip.
You've been slaughtering the Evokai.
Those animals? You're some nature conservationist. You've come to the wrong planet. We both know Evokai are no better than act dogs, so stop pretending this is about them. Look, I understand how things work here on Hutta. I'll pay you handsomely to leave me in peace.
You got a deal. I couldn't care less about the Evokai.
You rabble. Always grasping for a few extra credits, aren't you? Here, take them. Do not disturb my holiday again. Understand?
Kappa Tonka. He smell like dead savage. Ugly yoga. Chesko Bakuta Giska Takaya Oscar.
You asked for a head. I went and got it.
Ne Supergomba. Pomogig Dusta Parawanga. Kadwachi ne Oiga. Anulia Okba Kisa Spita Perupa. Nikme Chawa. Wilmo Mokili Moklonki.
I know there's been a lot of shooting.
Conchuta, Kasu Yali Koira, Tokanti Kong. Kuba Jiji, Gorting, Noli Makichisa. Oh, Wala Wanga, Tuske Warawa, Tablota Wijawa.
Anything else I should know before I head out?
Chonki Salamanana Topa. Ikuramo, Ubanjoralipa Istimbopo.
I suppose I can do that.
Uitma Mojo, Pokachula, Chanusa Asubi Mota. Gomecha, Bounta Pakit Pa. See Judah when you want credits. She pay you for dead savage.
Hey, I think I've got something for you.
I was hoping you'd say that.
That's not what I meant. You're a bad one. Here you go. Credits for the head of Hutsbane. Good work there.
Were you trying to get my attention? I assume you need this datapad safely delivered somewhere. Let's not waste any more time.
Hey there, I'm Getzo. What you in the market for? Glitter Stim? Nova Jack? Corellian Sunburst? I invented all those spices. Ask anybody.
That junk kills. You got a death wish, pal?
You mean a doom desire? Sorry, I'm all out of that flavor. Listen, I've been watching people come and go. You're the most exciting person to come through all day. We should be working together. I was buying a spice shipment from Nemro when some laser-brained smuggler outbid me. The smuggler offered up Nemro's favorite snack, a deacon eels.
Nemro's trading spice for snacks?
Those eels are rare, something he can lord over the other huts. It's a status thing. The word is, the smuggler keeps the Adigan eels in a water-filled crate while he and Nemro negotiate. I got an electromagnetic pulse bomb that'll boil those eels to a crisp. All I need is someone to plant the bomb.
How does this device of yours work?
When I transmit a signal, the bomb explodes with electric current, fries everything. With the eels gone, Nemro sells the spice to me instead. What do you say? Want to earn some fast credits?
Fast credits are my favorite kind.
Great. I knew we could do business.
mind telling me what you're doing in my hideout?
I just wandered in here by mistake.
Do I look like I was born in the Outer Rim? Don't answer that. Nice bomb there. I'm guessing you don't realize who I am. You're in over your head, chum. My name's Nockrel. I work for the Empire, securing valuable resources by whatever means necessary. I'm here because the Empire discovered how to process spice into painkillers. Save sick and injured soldiers when there's not enough colto around. The Empire's never been in the spice trade before, but there are young men and women who need these painkillers. You see the predicament.
I could use some combat-grade painkillers.
Couldn't we all? Unfortunately, I'm not carrying any samples. The Empire needs Nemro's spice to save lives. How about you dump that electromagnetic pulse bomb through the sewer grate next to you? Then tell me who hired you. I won't kill the guy, just explain things. When I'm done, you make a lot of credits. Deal?
You'll have to get your spice someplace else.
The Empire's gonna kill me when they find out this deal got blown. You'd better hope we never meet again, chum.
You must be Peblek. I have a data pad for you.
Know you. Seen you around Nemro's palace. Heard your interesting reputation. Name is Cray. Paid by Nemro to sabotage Fathra. Goal to end Hutt war from shadows. Good work. Very exciting. Learned of hole in Nemro's security. Gotta seal it before Fathra discovers. Want in? Risky, but profitable.
What's the job?
Everything you hear, keep confidential. No careless whispers, yes? Fathra Patrol captured Nemro's smuggler in random sweep, but didn't know it. Fathra Patrol threw smuggler into rust yards as slave. Fools. Smuggler knows Nemro's business. If smuggler is exposed, business is compromised. Immediate action required, yes?
What's your game plan?
Nemro considers smuggler useful. Rescue preferred, if possible. Mission objective, use this device. Deactivate smuggler's slave collar. Free him. If device fails, drastic measures authorized. Alternate objective, silence smuggler permanently. Snag tracking chip from base of smuggler's skull as proof.
You prefer him alive or dead?
Escaped or silenced, all the same to Nemro. Not a problem, yes? Zevon imprisoned in Rustyard's slave pen. Identified by green skin, tattoos, excitable temperament. Species, Mirialan.
Any word from the wife?
Yeah. When she heard Fathra was taking over the rust yards, she used the last of my money to hop a shuttle off world.
Oh, hey, Nemro's bound to take the factories back any day now. We'll be working again before you know it. Forget about her.
Keep dreaming, buddy. Keep dreaming.
Not Fathra's people, I know that. Cray sent you, didn't he? How you planning to bust me out? I can't stroll around with this slave collar on. If I step outside the secure zone, I'll be shocked unconscious. Or worse.
Cray gave me a gadget to deactivate the collar.
You can neutralize slave collars? Fantastic! Use it to free the others. These poor people got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Fathra's working them to death. They're strong enough to make a run for it. They just need their slave collars deactivated first.
You care about these other slaves that much?
We've been keeping each other alive in here. I won't just leave them. If the guards discover I've escaped, they'll torture the others to death. Can't happen. All you have to do is deactivate the other slave collars. My friends will make a break for it when the guards aren't looking.
I was given the option to kill you. I'm taking it.
You heartless piece of filth!
Oh, no. 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 I don't want to die. I never meant to betray Nemro, but Fathra offered me so many credits. Then Fathra didn't pay me. He locked me up. He threatened to kill my wife if I didn't work my accounting magic for him. I was so stupid. Please, please, please spare me. I'll do anything.
What could you do for me, Yolt?
You don't have to kill me. I'll just go, get my wife, leave the planet. I'll crash Fathra's accounts before I go. Ruining Fathra's finances will make Nemro so happy he won't care what happened to me.
Not interested. Sorry.
Huh?
Ah, tracking chip. Not unexpected. Nemro will miss Zevon. But everything must end someday, yes?
We all have it coming. Just a question of when.
Yes, inescapable truth. Hoping personal time of death far in the future. Reward as promised. War continues, but maybe ends sooner thanks to you. Goodbye.
We're not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along.
Welcome back. I put a tracker in my package so I'd know you dropped it off. I'm about to fry those eels good.
That smuggler you're working with works for the Empire.
Not for long. When I blow his deal with Nemro, he's gonna have a lot of explaining to do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, zap. No more eels. All that's left is for us to settle up.
Hurry up and hand him over. I need new gear.
Already burning a hole in your pocket, huh? Now your old pal Getzo can get back to doing what he does best, making the galaxy a happy place. Here you go. Paid in full, bonus included. See you around, killer.
Hello, can I help? What is that? Yolt!
This is what happens to people who betray Nemro. I'll just leave this here.
Contachota, casa Yuli Koira Tole Kankitong.
That gives you 3 seconds to get out of my way.
Kushu Choskranki Topatslimo. Nakmanoya Choski Nawi Kuchusu Yamata Chotoya.
One.
Ukai, Tekalia Shrekula Waska Kwapok Tanuta. Rundikava Kayo Petopa Pupanda Baka Murishanita. Trita Nino ni Tanu Valuria Nita Quituta.
2.
Saya tu binu avatiko na chiduni yok tiktoki.
3.
Hibawa tay loda numa.
Ki batu-batu. Nakmanoya choski nawi kuchusu. Yo mata chitoya. Chua kile mapranstaon.
Put me in the Great Hunt, Nemro.
Smilao tupi-upi. Dodi puna-puna. Manchi kabok nonis nemo. Kapatonga. Chisa bijawongi chikatoko. Conchuta, kasu yali koira tokanti kong.
This better be on the level, Nemro.
Chus como kili makanuki. Nocha itutamishka. Topi migusha pidonki.
You just get more and more impressive.
Good to see you again.
I was thinking the same thing. Here you go. Credits for the accountant. Poor little Yalt with his bossy wife. See you soon, bounty hunter.
You called me just like Nemro said you would. So stupid. Now I kill you and Nemro give me big reward.
I think we're both being played here.
You think you can distract me? So stupid. Free the beasts!
ya patissimo shani. Che bona chupa che nek. Chupa noi ke nana. Shapa kisa branga una nupa ye.
I played your game. Give me my sponsorship.
Chiliska tananga ime chaicho ronchika. I hear about Little Hunter kill spree in Rust Yards. Oh, wala wanga, tuske you wala wa, ta blota wijawa.
Don't make me guess. Just tell me.
Conchita ne chada soto dedi. Chiliska chanaga wa nin chicos pa ini kudade. Nakma noya choski nawi kuchusu. Yo mata chitoya. Ni ompi budmalia peruana ni bobo. Che chopaguma. Chubanoi ke nana. Shapakisa branga una nupa ye.
I'll be back to deal with you, Hut.
Ninga kituita. Nimo ta move ayola. Tanque kuta. Chuba kima gardo. Broke through my bunko. Ichuba nabata. Ye guba jiji. Goting. Noli makichisa.
Nice to see you alive and well. That was really rotten what Nemro did to you.
Ah, were you worried about me?
Maybe a little, but don't read too much into it. I've got a very large payment here for you, but it doesn't say what for. Apparently that's between you and Nemro.
A large stack of credits does wonders for my affection level.
Here you go. One large payment for mysterious reasons. Don't spend it all in one place.
Hey, Hunter, we've been had. Nemro's already sponsored someone for the Great Hunt.
That's old news, Mako.
Yeah? Well, I bet you don't know who it is, though. I know who got Nemro's sponsorship token and how to find him. I'll tell you everything, but I've got a price.
I saw this coming a long way off.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Brayden taught me how to fight, and you know I'm great with information. Take me with you, on this hunt and whatever comes after.
I think we'll have a lot of fun.
I'm good with the blaster, and Brayden was like a father to me. It's not fair that... Wait, did you just say yes? Thank you. Brayden was sweet, but he always treated me like a child. I'm not a child, so thank you. I want to be there when we find Brayden's killer. I want that more than anything. So let's go find Nemro's bounty hunter.
I can't do anything until I know who I'm chasing.
The hunter we're after is named Rarsk. He's a Trandoshan and serious bad news. Burned a whole village alive on Dantooine. I intercepted a transmission between the Trandoshan and, get this, the bone-faced freak who was following me. Remember me warning you about him?
You think those two are working together?
No clue. We better prepare for anything, though. Rars is collecting on a bounty Fothra the Hutt, Nimro's rival, is holding for him. A Republic scientist or something. All we have to do is break into Fothra's ridiculously well-guarded palace in the swamp, find the scientist ourselves, and set a trap for Rarsk.
And when Rarsk shows, we take his sponsorship token. Good plan.
You haven't seen anything yet. Turns out Fothra keeps interesting people on his payroll, and by interesting, I mean they have prices on their heads. If we want to seriously compete in the Great Hunt, or even get off this mudball, we need the extra credits from these bounties. Come on, Fothra's palace is waiting. Nemro really is full of surprises. I mean, for an underhanded, gluttonous, backstabbing slob, who'd have thought his palace could be so...
State your destination. All vehicles leave on time.
I'm not scared of you. scared of you. There it is. Belly of the beast. Doesn't look like we're gonna have to break in, but the place is crawling with Vathra's cronies.
Stay back. I've got well, I guess I don't have much of anything. Please just tell me why I'm being held here.
What do you think? This our Republic scientist?
She fits the target description. Now we just wait for Rars to show. Short version, lady. There's a bounty hunter coming to take you to the Empire, where you'll probably die or at least be tortured.
Oh, my...
We want to kill this bounty hunter, so it's your lucky day. Just sit quietly and be bait-like.
Let's set up our ambush, Mako.
I'm not cut out for this. Please let me go. I'll do anything to...
What part of sit quietly don't you understand? You're gonna blow our... Oh, great.
Shambalumi loes, porjo utvas, tur tortakis, bahakfo lankas.
I never killed what is he again, Mako?
Trandoshan. Rhymes with dead meat.
Akyaruno rakma, undapolua, rakva krenok, shiverskors udgas.
Bring it on, lizard man.
Grasmoklasarek.
That was brutal. But I owe you my thanks.
Got that right, girl. We're the heroes of the day.
So, what happens now?
Isn't there a bounty on this woman, Mako?
Sure, but that's not something we're interested in, right?
Credits are credits, Mako. We're gonna need cash.
For killing helpless targets? Brayden wouldn't have liked it.
All right, you win.
Here, I've got an old holdout blaster, just in case. Now get moving.
Thank you again, both of you.
State your destination. All vehicles leave on time.
Very well, Nimro. When the Trandoshan returns, I shall... Ah, I see we have a new player in the game after all.
That's the bone mask creep that followed me. Get him!
Hunter, allow me to apologize if I spooked your young friend.
Calm down a sec. Let's see what's what.
I regret that I startled you, young woman. I was pursuing another quarry when we crossed paths. I am Grata. It is my honor to represent the Great Hunt. I have been investigating possible malfeasance by one Taro Blood.
He slaughtered my crew to keep me out of the Great Hunt.
Yes, I am aware. I regret that I arrived too late to intervene. I reviewed your security holo-recording and witnessed the murder of your teammates by Taro's men. While dishonorable, the attack wasn't technically against the rules. Unless Taro attacks another competitor, he cannot be punished.
Nothing will stop me from getting revenge.
As you wish, but know that Taro is protected by this competition's rules, the same as you. I shall continue to closely monitor Taro Blood's activities. If he breaks the Great Hunt's rules, he will pay for it. I have remained here to give the Trandoshan Rarsk instructions for the Great Hunt. It seems this is no longer necessary.
Rarsk is dead. I have the token to prove it.
And thus, my instructions are now for you. When you arrive on Drummond Kaas, seek the Huntmaster in the Mandalorian Enclave. He will answer all your questions about the Great Hunt.
You with me, Mako?
All the way.
You and I aren't finished, Hut. I'll be back.
Good hunting.
About the whole Great Hunt thing. Thanks. It'd mean a lot to Braden that you stuck with it.
I'm in this for your sake, more than his.
That's sweet in a total and complete lie kind of way. Great Hunt was Braden's dream. Talked about it for years. Day he told me he'd found you. Should have seen him. Grinning and laughing so much, I thought his face would split in half.
It's not every day you get a shot at the Great Hunt.
Winning this thing, it would have meant more to him than revenge. So I'm gonna skip saying thank you again because you get the idea already. Let's just get moving.
Hey, you there. You look like my kind of person, if you know what I mean.
If this is leading you to paying me money, then yes.
Oh, dear me, Bernard, can you pick him out of a crowd or what? What I mean to say is, I had a feeling you had a mind for business. I have a little job that needs doing with a big reward for the doer. My buddy's been taken captive, see, and I'm looking to buy a rescue. My buddy Orin's a world-class Mandalorian Jedi killer. He went into Fathra's on account he heard the Hutt was hoarding some kind of treasure. But he ended up frozen in carbonite and hanging as a trophy on Fathra's wall. I was hoping you could help him down.
Some world-class fighter he turned out to be.
A double-crosser, more like. It was Fathra's own lieutenant who told Orin about the treasure. Regular trap, but what's done's done. I expect he's hanging in Fathra's gallery. Unfortunately, something about being frozen like my buddy's been makes you lose your sight for a spell. But you just thaw him out and I'll come in after you cleared the path. I'm not exactly a fighter, see, but my buddy's sickness isn't your problem. Deal?
I could use the credits.
Great, thanks. And try to be stealthy about it. No sense getting all of Fathra's guards breathing down our necks. Good luck.
State your destination. All vehicles leave on time.
gonna get it now. scared of you.
What's going on? Who are you? Why can't I see anything? If you're one of Father's goons, I swear I'll...
Burnock hired me to free you.
Burnock, the idiot. I told him not to stick his neck out. Get away from me. I can handle myself. If only I could see. Can't someone turn on a light?
Your sight will return soon. It's just hibernation sickness.
What? Hibernation sickness? Blast it. Blast it. Forget it. Sorry. Thank you for getting me out of there. Just wasn't sure I could trust you. Look, I came in here to find a stash Father is said to be hiding. I found the key to the stash, but as soon as I grabbed it, I got froze. Take the key and the stash as your reward for saving my life. As for me, I'll call my pal Burnock. Think I'll be safe waiting here for him to help me out. Burnock may not look like much, but he's dependable to a fault. Besides, you seem to have cleared the place well enough. Anyway, thanks again. Maybe I'll see you back in Jaguna at Old Nemro's.
You're gonna get it now.
Well, 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 look who's here. You're the one that saved my buddy Orin. Without you, that man'd still be hanging in Fothra's trophy room. He's got a few scrapes, but he's doing pretty well.
I'm just doing the job you hired me for.
Well, I appreciate it. Here's your credits. And I'll tell you what, once Orin's sight is all back, we'll buy you a drink. A couple of drinks.